All right, so we're taking the show forward. We've got Vikas Khemani also joining us. Vikas, this was clearly not what the street was estimating, and the reading is clear on the screen. But what about things of how to take shape from here on? How should investors be approaching, their portfolios which are already bleeding, in your view?
I think it clearly depends on how the government formation takes place. My sense is that probably NDA government will be made with the support of TDP and GDA. So I think clearly that should happen. But what kind of compromises gets made will know only in the in fullness of time, in with a little bit of delay. So I guess the frothy valuation stocks will come down, corrections will happen, markets might consolidate for some time, and some extent it is healthy. Also, probably you will have a strong opposition, so we'll have to see what kind of reforms government is able to carry out and further. I would say as long as they're doing continuation of more of same infrastructure spending, manufacturing boost, I think market should, economy should be okay, market should be okay. So I think in a couple of weeks' time, I think market should be back to normal, unless something changes drastically on the political front, where the stability of the government is questioned, which currently doesn't look like, but you never know.
Vikas, net, you're saying that don't try and catch a falling knife, let the dust settle down, let the poison get out of the system, and then take a call?
Absolutely. I think so in a day or two, things will be clear, and then how the government gets formed and all. Right now there are lots of rumors floating around that, JDU and TDP might not support. Now, who knows whether what's a rumor or the reality. The fact is that, these things are uncertain. So I would rather say that wait for a day or two and get some clarity before jumping in. Anyway, it's not going to be runaway market. Probably market has for some time shifted more on, instead of buying on dips to probably sell on rallies. So to some extent, I think I would see a consolidation phase of markets in any case.
Uh, Vikas, the fear of the market is that the derating of market could happen, and for a longish period, 4 to 6 months or even beyond, and some sectors could permanently get derated. Say, parts of manufacturing, parts of defense. Is that a legitimate fear? Or you think whichever shape and size the government comes in, there are certain areas they'll have to focus on, and hence quality stocks will rebound?
See, there was surely a bit of a premium for the stable government. There's no question on that, I think, and that to some extent gets questioned. But having said that, it's not that far wide a gap where government can't be maintained and run. So I would say the re-rating from here would be a question, and that's the reason I was saying that probably markets would consolidate, market would become more on sell on rallies. So to some extent, I think potential de-rating because of the political uncertainty can take place. But it really depends on how it plays out. It might happen that, they are giving a good budget and, things just come back to normalcy very fast. If both partners commit to them saying that they will stay forever for along with them, then I think, that might not happen. So I think we will know a lot more things in next, few days or next few weeks. But I would say that at least markets would get into a consolidation zone, and market may not be running away, or rally might be slightly away from here.
Vikas, considering, the move yesterday was so believable and so swift, not many, would have booked profits, although it may be have an ideal time. And, look what happened today, right? No one anticipated that as well. What do you do then in such a case? Because, portfolios have seen quite a bit of hit today.
And if you just see, I mean, yesterday markets were up, today it was down. So if you see net from day before yesterday level, markets are not very, down. I mean, 2% maybe, right? It's not a lot down. So, to some extent, if you just take yesterday and today's move out, markets are okay. So I would say that, given the kind of run up and rally we have had in the Indian market in the last few years, it should be all right. I mean, that kind of pain one has to be ready anytime to take into the markets. Markets never go one way, and especially when this kind of event is there. So I would say that as long as, and I don't think long-term pillars of the growth has gone away. India demographic, Indian manufacturing, Indian infrastructure, all those stories remains. Our digitization, our banking system, all those stories remains. So I think we'll have to just ride out this potential uncertain, volatile period, over next, few weeks, few months. And I guess I would not believe that medium-term to long-term story for India is under question.
So one last word, closing comments from you, Vikas. If one were to be having some cash on the side, some strategic cash. Should that be deployed over the staggered manner over the next 4 to 6 weeks or months which you're indicating at, or should one wait for more certainty to appear on the leadership front, only then fresh call is can be taken?
I would say wait and see how, if the moment government's clarity comes that the government is going to be stable, I think you can put money. So I would say that wait for some time rather than just jumping in. And it's not far away. It's like maybe 1 or 2 days or maybe 1 or 2 weeks. We will know that, and post that one should deploy.
Okay, Vikas, so great to have you, and it's a developing story. We'll keep chatting with you and keep getting, some more insight on how one should be approaching the markets. What a tough day it has been, but it's not done yet. We still don't know which way the final count is going to be headed. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be another testing day for the markets.
Well, hold your horses. Don't jump into the market. That's the word coming in from our experts on the show. But we'll be there tomorrow with better voices, even bigger voices, some global voices as well, on how should be navigating these tough times in the market. Thanks for watching the show.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.